Hello, unlimited friends. It's Zara back again with Q&A about the law of attraction and how to apply it in practical ways to our life. And I'm so excited about this question that I've got today. It is from GEETHAN SANKA. And the question is, Zara, you said that when we focus on what we don't want, law of attraction will give us what we don't want anyway. But how, when we focus on what we don't, we are not high on the emotional scale, then how LOA matches us with that anyway? So if I say I don't want to be wealthy, will I become more wealthy? I know it's a crazy question, but I need some clarification here, please. Oh my God, sweetheart, this is not a crazy question at all. Trust me, there are other people before you who have asked this question. And I am going to answer your question using a diagram because I feel that this is one of those questions that really would be best answered if I go onto Word and I draw my squiggly little diagram. But before I do that, for those people who are coming back here, thank you for supporting my work. And for those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Zara and I write the blog zmahoon.com, and on this YouTube channel, I answer questions from you, my subscribers. What gives me the right to do this? Well, I have written 15 books on the law of attraction. My 16th book is on its way. It'll be here soon. And I love answering questions. I just love answering questions. It puts me high on the emotional scale. I actually have run out of questions and I don't have any questions of my own because I have all the answers. So just now, I am, for a limited period of time, I'm offering 30-minute free consultations. So if you want to take advantage of that, look for the link in the description below and sign up for a consultation with myself. The purpose of this consultation is to see if I can help you, answer some questions for you, and so that I can inform you of my coaching practice and the courses and programs that I have available if they are a match for what you need. All right, let's get to the answer. So basically, GEETHAN is saying, if I focus on what I don't want, I'm not high on the emotional scale, then why do I get it? All right. That's basically the question. If I focus on what I don't want, I'm not high on the emotional scale, then why do I get it? Well, here's your answer, and it's really simple. I'm going to try and draw a straight line here, as straight as possible, to represent the emotional scale. So this is the emotional scale. I like to divide it here at the what I call the worry line. So this is worry. Up here is joy, and down here is despair. The thing you have to understand, my dear, is that if you focus on something you don't want, you're always low on the emotional scale. Because when you focus on something that you don't want, it makes you feel bad. It doesn't feel good to focus there. And so if you are feeling bad, then law of attraction will match you up. So you're vibrating fear, let's say. This is fear, or it's anger or jealousy, or it's a negative emotion. You're feeling bad. Fear that this thing that I want will not happen. Well, if you're on this vibrational frequency, then you can only attract into your life what you don't want. Because what you don't want is an vibrational match to where you are. And what you do want is not there. What you do want is something that makes you feel good. So what you do want is up here on the emotional scale, right up here. And because you are down here, You can't reach it because it's out of reach. What you need to do is to close the gap. This gap. This is your vibrational gap. You need to close this gap, meaning you've got to go here in order to get this thing that you want. Law of attraction will give you what you are a match to. When you focus on what you don't want and you feel bad, you are an exact match to that thing. And that is why you will manifest it. So in order to go here, we can't jump. There's no jumping. This cannot happen. It's not possible. The way we do it is we have to first travel from here this way. We have to reduce momentum. This line, the y-axis, if you're familiar with math, the y-axis represents the concept of momentum, speed, or acceleration. So you are speeding towards what you don't want. Now you need to put the brakes on and come back here to point 0, but you're still negative on 0. And once you're here, that's when you start your journey, slowly going up in small steps, improving your vibration, going up the emotional scale until you get to this point here. When you are in a place of love and joy, then you are an exact match to the vibration of the thing that you want, and then it must come because it is law. Excellent question. I love the question, and I hope that this gives you the answer that you were looking for. So I'm just going to read this again. So if I say I don't want to be wealthy, will I become more wealthy? No, sweetheart. I want to answer this very clearly for you, because when you say that you don't want to be wealthy, that's not going to feel good. Oh, I don't want to be wealthy. That feels bad. It feels horrible. So if you say those words, you're going to say those words from down here. And from down here, you don't have access to wealth. You have access to poverty, because it is an exact match to your negative vibration. Wealth, which represents a joyous state, is up here. So you've got to go up the emotional scale where X marks the spot, which means you've got to go here, and then you've got to create what Abraham calls positive momentum. When you create positive momentum, that is when you will manifest the wealth that you want and you deserve. Everyone deserves it. The only reason people don't get it is because they are thinking of the opposite of the wealth they want. You've got to be over here in order to manifest it. You cannot manifest it from here. All right, so I am going to close that. So I was so thrilled to see your question. Thank you so much. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant question. I hope that this answers your question. And if you have more questions, you can send me your questions through my website, zmahoon.com, or you can post them in a comment under one of my videos, and I will absolutely pick it up. Sometimes right away, sometimes after a couple of days, depends what's happening in my life, but you will always get an answer. And if you like, you can join my private Facebook group where I do other types of talks and things. And I usually, every 43 days, I run a 40-day unlimited 40-day law of attraction workbook challenge for manifesting. And if you want to join that, then the link for it, you have to buy the workbook from Amazon. And if you buy the workbook, all the training is free. And I teach that program every day online inside my private Facebook group. So go grab the workbook and come and join me. There's a lot I can teach you, I promise. All right, folks, thank you for being here. Bye for now.